Hello everyone, I am Beth Golden and I am super excited to be here today to show you how to make a rolled rose. I'm going to be using this petal paper that is by American Craft, the DCWV line. It is a very unique paper. You can find this at Joann's, Michael's, any of your big box stores. There's 30 pages in each, 12 by 12 with 3 different colors. So today I want to make a rolled flower and I'm going to be utilizing the darker of the yellow that I have here. This is a very cool paper because it looks like it's crepe paper on the outside, but look, you can stretch it, bend it, which is very cool when you're creating flowers because you can maneuver those petals. But for this particular project, we are actually going to just use our scissors and some good liquid glue. This is a very, very easy project to do, and the results on it are quite lovely. I am in love with these spring cut tonic scissors that I ordered over Christmas. I don't know why, but lately they've been my very favorite go-to scissors, so I'm going to be using those today. I do have everything provided down below and in my affiliated link list, and make sure you check those out, including these scissors. And you're going to just basically cut a loose circle. This does not have to be exact. In fact, I hope that it's not. It's no fun when things are exact. I love making flowers because you don't have to have them perfect. They're not uniform. And when in nature is anything ever uniform? So we're just going to go ahead and cut this in a circle, and then we're going to spiral cut this in. And what I like to do is I like to keep the spirals in a relatively thin to begin with towards the edge. And then as I get to the base of the circle or the center of the circle, I like to make them a little bit wider. And that's because we are going to start rolling the circle from the outside in. And the inside is always a little bit smaller than the outside. So I'm going to slowly start to make this bigger. And you can even, make it wavy. You don't have to make it straight like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I would encourage you to not have it perfect. The more diverse your cuts are, the better I think the flower is. So this is just a really fun paper. It just rolls absolutely beautiful. Cuts wonderful. There's some stretch in it. I really, really like it. When I first got the package from American Craft, I was kind of worried because I thought it was just like 12 by 12 sheets of crepe paper. And I'm like, ooh, that's not going to hold up well because, crepe paper tends to tear and stuff. So I was thinking like decoupaging it, something. So when I saw just how sturdy this paper is, I was in love. All right, so I'm almost to the center, and as you can see, I got bigger as I went. And look, they're not perfect cuts here. I don't want them to be perfect. I want them to be, not perfect. All right, now what we're gonna do, and look at this on this. Nothing to do with the paper, I just love these scissors. Okay, so now we have this all spiral cut. We're going to start rolling from the end right there. I'm going to get my glue ready. You just need a really good paper glue. I'm going to use my art glitter glue for this, and you're just going to start to roll it. It is so simple. I'm just going to start to roll from the outside, and we're just going to work our way in. And as you move on, you're going to notice that you have an opportunity to start to shape your flower some, but right now this is just going to be the center of it. And so I really like to pull the base down on the bottom and just roll, roll, roll. I'm not going to speed this up or anything because I want you to see just the timing that it takes to pull these together. I'm going to create an upcycle decor piece in which I'm using this beautiful Kate Spade candle that I have. I've already burnt the candle out, but I really like the jar. And I'm like, man, what can I do with this beautiful jar? Well, I'm going to create these gorgeous flowers to put in the jar and use it as a decor piece. All right, and just keep rolling. Again, I'm making sure that I'm keeping that base, and it doesn't look like much now, but you just wait. It's pretty freaking fantastic when it's all said and done. This is one of them that I rolled. I like to make felt headbands out of this as well. I think that's a lot of fun. You can roll this with felt and create some really fun pieces. All right. The most challenging part of this, I think, is just trying not to get your paper knotted up. Just rolling, and I'm keeping my finger kind of pushed in and just trying to keep that base there as much as I can. And this is why I wanted these to be larger, because this is going to be more towards the outside of the petal, or the petals on the outside of this rolled flower. Now, I haven't used any glue yet. Some people go through and add a dollop here and there, which you totally can do. That makes sense. But I'm actually going to let it unwind a little bit, and so I don't want to have it glued on. I want it to be able to move around and kind of get some natural, just see how, when I let it go, what the form on it looks. And see, I ripped right there, but that's okay. Took a lot for me to rip that, actually. I had to pull pretty hard. But that's okay. It's going to be hidden. And when have you, I mean, I've seen lots of flowers with different types of variances in it. So see, it's coming together. All right. And then from here, I'm just going to take and kind of pull it out just a little bit, push it up. Just want to maneuver it around somewhat with my hands. Let it bloom, so to speak, and I'm really liking how that's starting to look right there. So I'm just kind of playing with it, which is what you have to do with this, is you have to play with it. So I really like how that is. So I'm going to just take and carefully rewrap the base on this a little bit. Then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to start to adhere it together. And as you can tell, this one is much tighter than this one. And that all has to do with your wrapping technique on it. Like, how tight did you wrap them? And then from here, I'm just going to add a whole bunch of glue along the bottom because I want it to stay. Making sure I'm getting into all those nooks and crannies. And I'm going to take that Go ahead and pull it on over. Put some good pressure on it. And again, I am opening it up just a little bit here. And that is how you can make a rolled flower with the new petal paper by American Craft DCWV line. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And until next time, I'm Betsy Golden. Happy crafting.